Welcome back, one and all, to the Brexit Estate, hard by the darkest dungeon in the lee of some kind of mid-level arse-kicking. I'll be on the receiving end, probably. Now, while we were away, there was an interesting development. Vernon here headed into the Nomad's wagon and has purchased a particularly unusual costume. Oh, there we are. He says it is called Kale, and it is a demon costume. I think it's got a little willy there. Is that a little willy? Little balls as well, I'm not sure. So this is one of the earlier skins of Acero Steel. The guy who did this charming Abomination reskin here. And it has some very interesting attack animations, and he's asked me to share it all off for you all, so yeah, I'll share it off at some point. Not sure he'll be going out this week, but Vernon will be wearing this costume for a little while. And his fellow heroes will be questioning his sanity and questioning whether it really is still Vernon inside that thing. I'm starting to wonder myself, you know. Nice Mr. Acero Steel is also helping out with the art for the librarian, who we haven't seen in this campaign yet because I haven't added her to it because she's not got any art worth looking at the moment just yet. Well, she's got placeholder art borrowed from other things, and yeah, it's not fair to show that off yet. When she has her own idle animation and hopefully walk animation, I'll start showing her off, and we'll see how things go. So this week I was headed into the Cove because I have an event which gives us extra resolve chance, extra damage and experience in the Cove this week. And our low-level characters are playing catch-up. Also, I notice in the courtyard this silver musket ball here doesn't seem to have changed at all. It seems to have been stuck on it for week after week after week now. And that's not fun. You know? It's not. It'd be nice for it to change a bit. Now, it's my understanding that going into the courtyard, and this didn't happen in the first quest, but going into the courtyard, we can go in, do a few rooms, retreat, and then the next time we go in, those rooms will be completed, and we might even be returned to the same spot the heroes left last time. So we can grind our way through it incrementally, exploring gingerly, but of course every time the heroes fall back there'll be penalties for falling back, just like there normally are. So I should probably actually venture into the courtyard soon, because I'm kind of missing it, which is disturbing enough. But for now, I think this week we'll go to the Cove, and we'll either go on this low-level mission, we get Handmaster's Whistle and some 3 deeds, or this medium level mission with 4 deeds and the Chirurgeon's Charm. Now, in order to do that, I'd need to assemble a fairly effective 3rd level party, and I feel that my 3rd level heroes aren't very well trained yet. Let's see, who would we take? Estella, she does have Iron Swan. Vengerfelgren is too stressed out. Hakim would be good in the Cove, but his skills could be better. Let's just line him up for a moment, okay? And then Shamara, oh, she is just really stressing. Do we have? Yes, we do. Oh, that's not enough, really, is it? I think we're going to have to settle for a low-level quest this week, but there will be some form of training or stress relief. Vengerfelgren is of course very religious, as you can see. He wishes to go to the church and praise the sun and all things divine. Hopefully when he emerges he will be grossly incandescent and no longer afflicted with irrationality. Because, you know, that'd be a nice thing, right? To not be irrational. Shamara is enlightened, she will only meditate. That actually works quite nicely. Vernon doesn't get any stress relief this week. He's kind of, look, he is the living embodiment of stress at the moment. Yeah. But now that we know who we'd like to take in, so Hakim needs to train. Let's get him those 2 skills. What else do we need? Oh yeah. Rel is always obsessed with having a tip-top bow. And we might be able to get 1 camping skill for someone. Sorry, I got a bit of the sniffles. Okay, he's got all. She's not got all. They're both too shy. Let's just take 1 skill. There we go. Little Valley Aggression can continue her U-turning progress. And turn her camping skills around for some more advanced ones. She should be training those up a bit soon as well. Alright, so, low-level quest. Who do we take? You know what? Could live really dangerously. This isn't going to work well, is it? This is not going to end well. Can we take him? We can. Wonderful. And do we have a better healer we could take? Oh yes, Sam. Sure, let's take her. She is not a combat vestal, she's a backliner. Okay. She could do us some trinkets though, let's at least give her that. You're good. Kinda good, yeah, just good all round really, good trinkets there. Right. Into the cove we go. So the aim here is to have some money left over of purchasing supplies, get a bit of a net gain, and get ready for the next week. If we can get 8 busts, those will be most commonly found in the ruins, we want to be headed there in the near future. But that, that'd be good. And we need to keep an eye out for the the fanatic, who may or may not be making a grisly appearance. Let's take 2 vials of laudanum, and into the cove we go. So by this point you've hopefully seen the first 1 or 2 episodes of my coverage of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice, or Senua's Sacrifice. Probably seen the point at which I was frequently defeated by a bridge. Oh yes, I'm so good at action games, honest.
These salt-soaked caverns are teeming with pelagic nightmares. They must be flushed out.
I noticed things have been a bit quiet recently actually. I've not been getting many views this month, but then I haven't been able to put out many videos this month. But I've also had like no comments on any videos in something like 2 weeks now. I was wondering if maybe YouTube has done something to make it less likely for people to have seen my videos. And it's really quite bizarre. Because whereas previously I was getting traffic from recommended videos, I'm not in people's recommended categories anymore for some reason at all. And I don't know why. Maybe somebody of this new block bot they've put in to torment and terrorize and destroy smaller channels is caught up on a few words I said at one point or something, and I'm being punished for having an opinion and a mind of my own. That's unfortunate. Oh well, I'll press on. You need to go. Can't have you at the back there with that spear, that's just nasty. As I may be about to experience before the musketeer gets a turn. Yep. Spearfishing. I tell you, spearfishing isn't what normally goes through my head when I see that. It starts with spear and ends with an ing and there's an F involved. Well, that's about as close as it gets to spearfishing. Let's just pretend for what I'm thinking of is fighting, okay? Right. Ooh, a little bit of bleed there. We have bandages, we have healers. We're kind of okay. Uh-oh, He's getting stressed. Right. Axe attacks.
Annihilated.
Sword. And bang.
Confidence surges as the enemy crumbles.
Right. Let's just get a little life back, get some stress down, get a little life back. Alright, another victory. Mark this one up. And the two of you can take it down as quickly or slowly as you like. Healing and stress, for stress is more important. I'm so glad I brought a key here. There's a chest. I have a key. Oh, lovely. It's still there. This is actually perfect.
Eradicated. A trifling victory, but a victory nonetheless.
Let's see what's in this chest. Hey, that's a nice little collection there. Oh, I'm feeling all mucusy. Might have to try and rush this one a bit then. Ah, shame. Uh-oh. Okay, well, let's look on the positive side. We haven't run into a fanatic yet. And he does still exist, I know that for a fact. He could jump us, but we haven't had the warning that he's hunting us this week. Despite having one party member with the Crimson Curse in the party. Bang! Light!
In Radiance, may we find victory.
Oh, Chivrella. Wait, isn't she the one who likes to go hang out at the brothels and say, hey boys, come in here, do you like to see my holy symbol? I can kneel and pray, it's a very religious experience.
Obliterated.
So, I'm in that kind of...
Press this advantage. Give them no quarter.
that transitional phase where most of the heroes are ready to move on up to level 3 after defeating all the level 1 bosses, and most of the level 3 characters aren't really up to the task of level 3 dungeon runs just yet.
Momentary abatement. Their formation is broken. Maintain the offensive.
So for the moment I'm consolidating and building my power base, you know, just
Packs laden with loot.
a little bit of
often low on supplies.
a little bit of training every week. And of course if I keep doing the low runs, I won't have the money to train. I basically need to go on some medium runs soon. And that'll be tough, but hopefully rewarding. As we travel through these murky, cavernous corridors, these hallways among the coral reef, the rock formations, and the occasional brick walls, we sense the presence of something inhuman lurking in the darkness. Oh look, there it is. Nasty mosquitoes, mozzies, midgies, gnats, gadflies, the lot of them. More importantly, these can give us a really nasty, horrible infection, just like that. Don't you? Oh, I need to stop calling these things out. Absolute git. Now that's another infected person to take care of. And the community simply cannot handle the cost. Yeah, you thought you'd get away unnoticed, now we got your number. It's not 118, 118, 24/7 either.
Destroy them.
Oh great, here we go. Thank you for dodging. So, I don't know for a fact if the first attack on a blood guzzler makes them even more thirsty, right? Because the blood's been stolen from them and they want to replace it. That'd make sense, right? Light! Light up the whole way. Just to increase that chance of an auto kill. Oh yes, please. Please kill now.
As the fiend falls,
Oh!
blossoms.
23-point critical. Oh, great. Here we go. They're all going to be vampires by the end of the run. All right, mate. We know you've got unnatural cravings. Said the actress to the bishop. You know, that's so much better than just when Americans say, "That's what she said." Said the actress to the bishop just sounds so much more salacious. You know.
Sedated.
Because it implies a situation in which she would be capable of saying such a thing to him. You know? Perhaps at some cozy little tea party for two? Oh, that attack missed. You know, after hours, when the diocese is not taking his attention, and he has time to relax in the company of a woman of ill repute.
A brilliant confluence of skill and purpose.
You know, it's just got so much comic potential. Oh, speaking of which, we're going to have to use this torch.
The way is lit. Clear. We require only the strength to follow it.
Sorry about that. I choked a little there. On a mere morsel left over from an earlier snack that somehow retained its position in my mouth and just worked its way through my teeth. I think it was an oat. A single oat. Well, we're out of
As the
food.
light gains purchase, spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
Which means we've got space to carry something again, but also we're out of food. More food would be nice, and more food we did not obtain. Uh-oh. Rank 3 trouble again. Right. Set him up and shoot him down. We have a surprise round. Soften him up. Let there be light. And shot.
Singular strike.
She's getting good at this. What if it's just a really high crit rate against? Does it do extra crit against what? I thought it was just extra damage. I shall check when I get a turn. Because I am going to get a turn eventually. Even if it's not one of hers, because she might get stunned right there and she didn't. Right. Ah, extra crit versus mark. That makes total sense now. Better start with group heals. I'm seeing damage spread on at least 3 of them. Oh, looks like 4.
The light, the promise of safety.
Despite her protestations, we know Chevrella's not that virtuous. Unless she's managed to mend her ways, her errant ways. Oh no, she's known to blunder and wonder. There we go, no more stress from you, Mr. Fishy Person. Right. We've got 5 here, 4 there. Nice, now it's 4 each on the stress bars, 40 and 49. Well, it seems our Sayal will be getting healing next. Well, stress heal. Group heal as well, always useful when there's stress on the party and damage all round.
Executed with impunity.
And it appears we're going to have to wait for that stress relief. You know what? We get to carry the key after all. There's not much call for keys here in the cove, but it has been known to occur. And we just weren't coming across anything to use for medicinal herbs on at all. Oh lovely, more bloodsuckers. Yikes. Thunder! Thunder!
Blood pumps. The limbs obey.
Thunder Vestal! I mean, it could be effective, surely. At some point. What? He's been Ed. You, sweetheart, just get back there. There he goes again, clamouring for that blood.
Mortality clarified in a single strike.
Yeah, at least Chivrilla has the common decency to not demand it.
Soothed. Sedated.
But Ludovic, on the other hand, his manners are rather more questionable. Don't you dare. See? I swear, before the expansion got released, disease resistance either had a level-based increase to it, or the chances of diseases being inflicted were not so high. Because otherwise, high-level characters would have been getting diseases left, right, and centre. And while it did seem that they did get diseases, now he needs it. Now he needs the blood. It didn't seem disproportionate, so I wondered if the
Devastating blow.
disease chances were increasing significantly.
As victories mount, so too will resistance.
Okay. Here we go. We're not running through torches very quickly this time. I mean, I know we found one or two. Right. Ludovic, I'm going to ask you to deal with this because you're probably a lot better at it than the others. Now, please check this crate for heirlooms, which we will absolutely take with us. I know it's 150 gold we've passed up so far, including 50 from a previous encounter, but it's kind of an affordable loss, you know. Oh, great, here we go. More fishes! Fishmen of doom! We cannot afford the extra stress these pelagic shamans will cause. A little extra light will help resist that stress, and a bullet will help prevent the stress even more effectively. Call up a derp there, well, call up a deep. And we've got a ship's figurehead, that's lovely. You know, when naming a ship, it's traditional to smash a bottle over the prow. Well, I presume this one's been named, but we do have a flask of holy water, and it might be nice to anoint it, just to be on the safe side.
Such a terrible assault cannot be left unanswered.
Now, I believe that's a fairly recent tradition, hailing back to like goody-goody gumdrops type period. Anyone remember Goody Goody Gumdrops? Yeah, Gumdrop car.
A decisive pummeling.
Boring stories about the car where nothing interesting ever seemed to happen. I'm doing it for him because his health was lower.
A blazing star is born.
You in front. You with the little blue chevrons pointing upwards. You need to be taken care of quickly before you can... Oh dear, is it going to hurt? Well, that wasn't too bad. That's a oneer, not an eacher. You know what? No. 51, 55. That's a lot of stress, see? And we've got a few chambers left to pass through. Here we go. And since Trevella's taking all of the flak there, she might as well benefit from the healing as well. Oh.
Be wary. Triumphant pride precipitates a dizzying fall.
You know, Sayal does have a distinct lack of trinkets at the moment. Okay, that's a significant amount of money now. We're going to exchange that and this. And then, just because we can... Oh, it didn't do anything. Maybe it was beneficial already. Now it's time to take our leave of this place and return to town, stock up on supplies, prepare for the next time, and see what the stagecoach has brought us today.
The pungent odor abates. The things are driven back for a time.
Probably try and take Vernon out next week so we can show off his fancy new costume that he got. His disturbing costume that alters people's perception of reality and makes him look really, really freaky and scary indeed. Okay, so we've got 5 deeds, that's not too bad. People are levelling out of tier. Okay, she needs to go to hospital. Because that is not a pleasant condition to be stuck with.
You will know the tragic extent of my failings.
Oh. Vengerfelgren now. He's seen some nasty things occurring. Some things the priests should not be doing while people are praying. And he doesn't want to do that anymore. We'll have to treat him for that, obviously, because he is a very religious, devout character. Shamara... Okay, good, good. That's a disease you don't want to be stuck with. And Reynold has removed Dark Temptation, which is really good. It seems no one has drank a vial of blood this week. That is, again, good, because we didn't want to have that kind of situation. Right, Sayal goes to the sanitarium, and we don't have enough yet for that upgrade, which I think I was saving up for. So she will indeed go in here and have her diarrhea treated, because it's just not fun. Let's take a look at the stagecoach. Okay. No new funky classes we were hoping to include yet. And no stagecoach upgrades either. Let's see what's available for us to do next week. Oh, that's a lot of low-level quests, but not a lot of low-level heroes. This is the only short level 3 quest. We might have to go to the Warrens next week. And wait for it. The Silver Musket Ball. This is rigged now, this is rigged. But at least the game hasn't turned on deck-based stagecoach again. Right, well, because I'm feeling a bit kind of congested and bunged up at the moment, we'll say bye-bye for now. I'll see you all in the next one. Hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all next time. Cheerio!